Hey boys, we're going to talk about Three Ridges. That's going to be the hike for today, but I wanted to kind of show you where we're at. Uh, Here is Wintergreen Ski Resort. Y'all should remember that. We spent a lot of time there. This road right here is the Blue Ridge Parkway, and you're going to remember here's the Crabtree Falls hike that we have done. I've done it a couple times without y'all, but that's one of the first hikes we ever did. Then here is the Priest. There's a video on that. I said it was probably the hardest hike I'd ever done when I did it. It's pretty much parking areas right here on the road, 4 miles uphill to get to the Priest. Today's hike is going to be Three Ridges. It's same parking area as the Priest, just on the other side of the road. I believe Gaia GPS is calling it 12 miles. I think it's more like 14. And it is supposed to be pretty tough. Here's a close-up of the trail. Here's the parking area. The choice really is, it's a lollipop type hike. Do you go clockwise or do you go counterclockwise? I've been leaning towards counterclockwise. If I do that, that is 6 miles straight up to this point right here. If I go counterclockwise, you come this way to this point right here. I guess it's a question of, do you want to get this over with or not? If I go left on this part of the hike, that's the Marhart Trail, and it comes back to the Appalachian Trail. Should be 2 shelters on today's hike, one here and one here, and we'll see when we get there. Morning. We made it out here to Three Ridges Wilderness. This should be about 13, 14 miles. Should be very difficult. A little late this morning. There was an accident right in front of me on 64 in the county, so I had to stop, and that put me about half hour, 45 minutes behind. A little chilly. All right, so first thing we're gonna have, it looks like, is a swinging bridge to get across the river. This is pretty cool. Bouncing a little bit, not too bad.
Check my map here and see which way we're going. Alright, here we go. Anyway, we had that accident. A little late getting here. Kind of chilly this morning. I brought a sweatshirt, but I think I'm gonna get warm enough pretty soon. Looks reading the sign. All right, we'll see if I'm up to this today. Should be pretty much 6 miles uphill. Try to do the loop for a total of 13, 14 miles or something. Get a picture of my sign here. So I talked to Colton yesterday by text message. Finally got paid. Last night, Trump announced he had come down with the Rona, with the coronavirus, 30-some days before the election. So it'll be interesting to see how all that works out. So, Dylan, he should be doing good. I talk to him a lot. James spent the night for a few nights. Anyway, that's about all the gossip I can catch you boys up on. Let me climb this mountain for a little bit, and I'll talk to y'all in a few minutes. Okay, we're a mile in. Been uphill most of the way. Not real bad. See if I can get my elevation. Been going 31 minutes. Again, hasn't been horrible. I've had worse. Another thing of note is this is the first time trying to record with the media mod. So I'm really not sure how good the audio is going to be. Shouldn't be too much longer. We're going to have to take a left. Oh, it looks like a long ways on the map. So, might even get another mile in before we have to turn left. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, we just crossed 2 miles and we're where the trail splits. Shelter's 3 miles to the left. So, I believe we're going to take the fork to the left we're going to take the fork to the left because most people say to do this clockwise. So that's what we're going to try to do. The last quarter mile or so has been pretty intense. Probably not priest intense yet, but we'll see. So let's see, this says shelter 3 miles. Just trying to see where. All right, so at the shelter, we're going to get back on the Appalachian Trail. So we got 3 miles this way. Maury Har Trail. I read on the internet somewhere that Maury means hard or something. So it's like the hard trail. I thought about doing this counterclockwise. I don't know that it really matters. But we're going to do it clockwise today. All right, boys, I'll talk to y'all in a few minutes. All right, we're 3 miles in. I'm going to say this. After we turned left back there at the sign, went about a half a mile, and it was easy walking, nice view, everything's lovely. And at about 2.5 miles, so about a half mile into the Martall Trail, Jesus, I could hear Tommy bitching and he wasn't even with me. It may as well have been straight up. There was a couple times I had to grab a tree and like pull. Now we're going downhill. This watch I got from Cooper tells me my heart rate. Yeah, I was probably better off not knowing what my heart rate was. So other than that, we're 3 miles in. We should be a total of 5 miles when we get to the shelter. And then at the shelter, we're going to take a right on the Appalachian Trail. All right, I'll see you at 4 miles, unless something spectacular comes up in the meantime. All right, we're about 3.5 miles in. I should have taken some video earlier, but right back in here, there's a really cool camping area next to these waterfalls. And we've been doing a little bit of rock scrambling. Nothing like on all fours, but certainly a couple times I've had to put my hands down to get up and around some of these rocks. Pretty neat little trail. I really don't know the history of the Martall or whatever it's called, but I'll find out. Now, it appears we got to go up there in between those trees. Up that way. All right. Sounds empty. Going on right there. Tommy would be bitching. Nice little waterfall over there. That little camping spot would probably be cool if you did it counterclockwise. So you camped and you had about 4 miles to go. To me, doing it the direction we're doing it, it's too close to camp 4 miles in, unless you started late in the day or something. All right, let's see where we're at. We're at 3.7 total. So we're 1.5 miles into the Martah, because we got in here right at 2 miles total. Some nice scenery. Over here we got like some wall almost. See if we can get a better look over this way. Okay, fellas, we are 5 miles in. Let me check my time here so I don't lie. 2 hours and 45 minutes. So far, all in all I have to say is, damn. The Martah has certainly been everything I thought it was going to be. Been some great sights. But let me tell you, the uphills have been uphills. There's been several times literally 1 foot, 1 step, rest for a second, get your balance, and step up again. But we should be intersecting with the Amazon here before too long. The Appalachian. We should be intersecting with the Appalachian Trail before too long. Another mile or so, we'll be halfway. Talk at you in a few. All right, fellas, let me check here, 5.4 in. Here's the Maupin Fields shelter. If you were through hiking on the Appalachian, you could stay here. It says the Appalachian Trail is to the right 3 miles. I think that's a lie. But waterfalls, yes. Adopted by the Tidewater Appalachian Trail Club. And it's the Mar-Har Trail. I think I was saying Martall. Pretty sweet if you were through hiking. There is one thing funny. Here we are in the middle of nowhere, and once again we see Epstein didn't kill himself. Let's see what's back here. Somebody keeps the grass cut down. Water not tested. Boil or chemically treat all water before use. All right, well, we came from that way. Let me make sure. I think we're going to go this way, but let me make sure we're... Nope. I'm going to go this way somewhere. All right, I'll check back with y'all. Should be hitting the Appalachian Trail before too long. All right. We are coming up to the AT. So we got an outhouse that way. That way's gonna be Maine. This way is gonna be Georgia. We're walking towards Georgia. And walk down there till we see Colton. I'm gonna go look over here. I see a sign. Back over this way. Let's go look and see what this sign has to say. Nice open area up here. Tidewater Appalachian Trail Club. I'll have to look that up when we get home. All right, we'll head towards Georgia, and that should bring us back to the parking area. .6. First thing we'll come across is B Mountain, 3,022 feet. We'll see what happens from there. Talk to y'all in a few. All right, we're right at 6 miles, a little under. But we got some cool steps. You can tell by my breathing, been a little bit of an uphill in the immediate past. Trying to get out of the sun here. This should get us pretty close to the top of Bee Mountain, as in Bumblebee. I'll let you know if I get to a good view. All right, here we are at the top of Bee Mountain. Really not much to look at. Like we said, on a lot of these hikes might be better when the leaves aren't on the trees. So I'm gonna keep going down the Appalachian towards Colton. Talk at you when I see something worth videoing. And we're at 7 miles. Really hasn't been much to see lately. There's a trail going back the other way. Passed a few people, solo female, probably 20s, and then 3 people looked like they were at least section hiking. They had pretty big backpacks and a dog. Something up there. So hopefully we get back on top of a mountain here in a minute and get some views. Other than that, it's not too bad at this moment. Talk to you in a few. All right. We're about 7.5 miles in. I see a clearing up here. All right, 8 miles in. Not real bad right now. Certainly has been worse. 12:47. So let's see. 4 hours and 42 minutes in. I was hitting a 2-mile-an-hour pace, but that went down when I started getting into those hills. Not too far from Three Ridges. Hopefully there'll be something good to look at. I'll let you know when I get there. All right, we're coming up on the sign. Should be pretty close to Three Ridges. We're about 8.5 miles in total. Let's see what it says. It says Route 56, 5.8 miles. And that's where we got to go. I hope it's an easy 5.8. People been camping up here. All right, 9.5 miles in total. This area is called Chimney Rock. Pretty sure we just came from over there, from up on there. Hey. Yes, that is Three Ridges. That's where we just came down from. This is the Appalachian Trail south to Georgia. My GPS says 9.5 miles in 5 hours and 40 minutes. It really would not hurt my feelings if the parking lot was right around this next bend, but it's not. This is definitely a gut check hike. All right, see you in a few minutes. Look at this shit. That's damn near straight down. I don't even know how this old man got up this damn thing. I'm not even sure how this old man is getting down. Jesus. And it ain't getting no better till we get down there. I'm gonna cut the camera off so I don't bust my ass. On camera anyway. 10.5. Still going downhill. I believe if I had to come in this way, or anybody that comes in this way, that's 6 miles. Straight up like the priest. And this is kind of slow going with these rocks. And my legs are getting a little tired. That's even a little slower on these rocks. Alright, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Alright, we're 11.3 in, and we're coming up to Harper's Creek Shelter. I can hear some people. Let's go look at the shelter. We're here, we might as well check it out. Little camping area over there. The fire pit. Alright, I am 13 miles in. On the way home, I've been hiking 7 hours and 32 minutes. This is by far the longest one I've done, and my legs are letting me know that. I think I have around a mile to go, maybe a little less. It's been mostly downhill since we talked last. Downhill is just as bad as uphill sometimes. Different muscles getting used. All right, I'll talk to you when I get up to the swinging bridge again. All right, I'm back in the car. Battery went dead. All in all, I was at the end of the day, 14.1 miles in a total time of 8 hours and 5 minutes. 3,809 feet of ascent. It is by far the longest and hardest hike I have done. So I'll try to get it put together, and I know you're not going to watch it right now, but one of these years when I'm gone and you're looking down on me, you'll watch it. Love y'all. See you later.